Again, favorite, definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, just thank you for the love and support. We're all going through these heavy changes and these intense transitions, but hold on tight because they're really starting to take you to positive places that you truly need to be. So, with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you are comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life and heading you towards a positive direction. Also, if you feel like the videos are very uplifting to you, give you good vibes, information, or inspires you in a special way that you would love to share with your loved one, family, or friends, please go ahead and do so, especially the empaths that are going through trying times and need spiritual guidance, as well as confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes. Please go in and share. And while you're at it, give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's so appreciated, and I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And let me see. And the music that I'm listening to in the background is so peaceful. Um, Deep, relaxing music for stress relief, calming sleep music, relaxation music, and beautiful ambient. And I will go ahead and post that link in the description box below. And the video that I'm doing today is Twin Flame 101. Heyoka is ascending while you are detaching from all habits and patterns. You are. It's just like a lot of the things that we have been going through right now, is putting us through some really big changes. But these are the things that's going to have to go on. Like if you're going through another phase in your life, you are starting to be more open with your gifts. You're starting to learn more. You're open for visions. You're allowing yourself to go with the flow instead of trying to control things. You're allowing yourself to see, even though the changes might be intense at times. I noticed with my situation, I'm starting to see them as positive changes, even though they might be stressful at times. You have to be able to put yourself in that perspective of looking at this situation is going to bring me changes that I'm going to benefit later on down this path. Yes, I have to go through these changes, but sometimes, they say it has to get worse before it gets better. You have to be able to go through that bumpy ride for you to end up going on that pavement where you you feel like you're floating. And these are the things that you have to do. There's things that we used to do that was in a negative frame of mind. Like you could be talking to yourself and then you're allowing yourself to see what situations is going on, like this too shall pass, or I know my blessings are on its way. I'm on my way through a breakthrough. There's so many things that's happening, even though it might be a stressful situation for you, they'll send like little blessings here and there for you to like to ease it up a little bit. Like with me and my daughter, like there's times that I'm always constantly running. If you're a mom, you got to make sure your kids get to school and this and that. But then I will start getting help. My ex, he'll have to go to work early, so he'll take her to work and as well as drop her off. I mean, come pick her up and drop her back off at home and stuff and do whatever he needs to do. And I was like, oh, thank you. I get a break. And it happened with me last week. Even though things started getting hectic, my daughter came by and she was, my oldest daughter, and she ended up taking her back and forth for me to be able to get a break. So those are the little things that I was really appreciating, because it's like I was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And with all these changes going on, you might notice that times are starting to speed up a little bit. It's like I don't know how we do it, but a lot of times we can speed up something, and then next thing you know, it slows down a little bit. So you're trying to catch up with time. It might even speed up, it might slow down a little bit, but you're allowing yourself to see the changes that you need to make. Because a lot of times I was just so frustrated. Anybody who was close to me that I talked to on one-on-one, just for me to vent as well. Like I said, not every day is positive for me either. So, I just try not to be, making no videos about negative things. You go through your different changes, it can be very heavy on your heart, well as your mind and spirit. Trust me, I know. And you're just trying your best to keep keep saying, keep, see things in a positive view. Better days are coming if you're staying focused and you're working on yourself. You're allowing yourself to try to maintain on the same level, try to balance yourself out. When stressful things come along, you don't try to engage in them, but just basically sit there and do something else. Because a lot of the things, it's like where I feel drained. I said I'm just trying to change up my routine so I can be able to fit everything in. Because there's a lot of times I'll sit here and do all these videos back to back to back, and then after I get finished and there's other things that I got to do, I'm just totally wiped out. That's why I said I used to be able to do videos like 6, 7, maybe even 10 or 12 throughout the day, but now since my gifts are like shifting majorly, I get drained a lot quicker because there's even times I've been on one-on-ones and then I'm channeling somebody and that's not something I'm trying to do, but if they're asking for assistance or anything like that, there's things that I'm seeing that they might need to know. If their spirit guides are coming in and they're talking to me, I'm like, hey, we were trying to talk to them, but they might not have been able to receive that at that time. If you're not open to know that somebody's, sending you messages like from spirit guides or, a loved one that has passed, that was a blessing I could have got to be able to, to be able to send on to somebody else because they're going through a lot, and I've done that for people, and I love when I can be able to do that, because it gives them somewhat of peace of mind as well as clarity when I do things like that. So it's just like so many things that I'm going through, um that I try not to look at it as a negative frame of mind. There's a lot of things that's going on. It's like, yes, I would love to be in a different situation, but my situation is changing. And I can say it's not as heavy as it was because I'm allowing myself to see the changes as for a benefit, not as me, looking at it as a negative sense that I'm stagnant in it. And it's just like, no, it's just like, you're working on yourself. If you're doing positive things in your life, you may need to rest. But then, if you have children and stuff like that, you spend time with your children, you do other things, go out in nature, meditate, all these different things. I'm trying to keep myself busy with positive things. I don't allow, they say idle hand is a devil's playground. I'll be damn, I'm not going through all that because that's how I've been going through enough. But it's just the fact is, as I do these videos, there's more people that are coming to terms that there's something bigger than just being an empath. There's more to their life that they're trying to find out about. There's so many of y'all are subscribing like crazy, and it is really crazy, and it's a blessing to me. Every time I see it go up, I just look up and tell God, thank you. I always ask him, can you please send people my way that I can be able to help. Not looking for anything in return, but I know how it feels to be by yourself and not know what the heck is going on in your life. It can make you feel like you're going through a mental breakdown. It makes you feel like you're going crazy. People around you are starting to get worried about you. You can explain it to them and they don't know what the heck you're talking about. Because if they're not awake, they're not fully awakened like that, and they're not an empath, they will not understand what you're going through. They're going to be really thinking that you need to go get a psych evaluation. But it's not that. You're just going through that spiritual awakening, and this awakening, your gift switches are getting popped on. So it's just like, things are getting intense for you. You might get more headaches. It's just like while you're going through these transitions, you probably have vibrations from here all the way to the top of your head going across. They're constantly coming through. Everybody's getting these downloads. Everybody's getting upgrades. You're starting to have more visions now. Your dreams are getting crazy intense. Eating habits are starting to change. Mine, I don't really eat nothing. At times when, I used to eat sweets and stuff like that, is at that point right now, I have not been eating meat for the last few days. Even my face is starting to change a little bit. To where I was just been eating toast. Like I've been eating Nutella in the morning, and I'm just like, okay, I really haven't been eating meat for the last few days. And I'm just like, oh, okay. My eating habits are changing. Not as hungry as much. If I'm going through things, it's like I usually, I gained a few pounds and stuff like that. Put on some pounds. I ain't even gonna say a few, but I'm okay. I said I'm just changing it. Hey, it happens sometimes. I don't have my addictions anymore. So when I went through stress and going through emotional eating, I used to eat a lot. So now it's like I just changed my eating habits. not eating meat as much. I know I've been eating like Caesar salads with mushrooms and stuff in it. And I just meat at times my body is missing that meat. So after I wash it, I go ahead and put, sprinkle a little garlic pepper on my salad, as well as like onion powder or adobo saison on there, and just mix it up really good, and just chop up my mushrooms, and I'm good to go. It makes me feel like I'm eating a salad with meat in it. So, I'm psyching my brain out, because I'm really trying to, wean myself off of meat. So I'm just going through all these different changes that are really benefiting me. A lot of things that you probably have, your talents are starting to heighten as well, because I've been harmonizing a lot lately. I don't know where it's coming from, and I hear my dad like, girl, where did that come from? I was like, I don't know, Daddy. But he was like, I don't know where it came from either, but it's good. He's like, funky. So I'm like, okay. But all those different things are, going through changes where I'm allowing myself to detach from my old world. It wasn't benefiting me. When you're sitting here worried about the things that's been done to you, who they've been doing to, is taking away from your blessings. That's being unfair to yourself. That's been going on. Me and my children, our relationship's getting a lot better. We communicate a lot more. It was really strained after I found out, the situations with my dad, and, my family having something involved. So it kind of separated me and my children, and that almost broke me, because my children are everything to me. So it's like our relationship is getting a lot better. My oldest daughter, she's been going through so much. She lost her uncle a couple of days ago, and it was her aunt's husband. I'm not gonna go into details about that, but it was just, I had to make sure she was okay. So I've been, if I don't, she hasn't been here with me, I make sure I stay on the phone with her and get her to, push out what she needs to, go ahead and talk to her, because she holds in a lot. So it's just a lot of things have been going on in our lives. It's been, kind of stressful, but I'm allowing myself to detach from that old, where I don't feel like the old me anymore, and I'm blessed about that. I see too many blessings coming along for me to worry about things that I can't change. And I try to tell my kids that as well. I said we all go through stressful times, but if it's something that you can change, then go for it. Allow yourself to go ahead and make changes to your life that's going to benefit you on all levels. Allow yourself, even through stressful times, to see the blessings that are coming your way, even if they're little or big. You have to be grateful for those, showing the attitude of gratitude that these things are happening. And yes, you could be going through some intense situations, that I'm sending so many uplifting and positive vibes towards people. I know we're all going through it. I don't know your situation, but you know your situation. But I love when I can be able to give that confirmation out, even though you are weathering the storm right now, be able to dance in that rain, because your sunshine is right around the corner. It really is. When you can allow yourself to see, these changes are heading me towards my manifestations I'm about to bring into the reality. You're right at the bottom of the step before the door busts open, with all this abundance coming through. When you allow yourself to detach away from your old world, and just being able to say, these are the things that has changed me for the better. These are the things that's going to take me to places I have not even imagined yet. When you're allowing yourself to know that you've been serving humanity, you've been fair to yourself as well as people around you. Even when people are ugly towards you, don't allow yourself to stoop to their level. A lot of times when, things pop off and people just bring you a bone, hell, let them carry the same bone that they try to bring to you. Take it back. You have bigger and better things to be worried about. Because anything that's negative coming towards your way, if you can change it, then go ahead. If you can't, just leave it up to the higher power. Allow them to ask for assistance from them, because they're always there for that. When you're feeling down, you feeling confused, allow them to guide you where you need to be. Allow yourself to be open, to be able to get those vibes that they're trying to send to you, to let you know you're not alone. All of us are going through it. It's a blessing that I'm meeting so many of y'all. It's just like, yeah, y'all been, oh my God, there's times where I sit up here crying, because y'all are sending so many beautiful comments to me, and it's so good that I can be able to voice, my visions that I have, to be able to voice the things that I go through, but allowing myself to be able to see the positive throughout those, those dark times. um it's like life is too short. we're going through these things. A lot of us are heading to those chapters. A lot of us are already in those chapters, but there was still some little tweaks that we had to have along the way that we're still carrying from the other life. So things might be a little bit intense right now, but it has to be that for you to be able to jump into the next course. So don't allow yourself to be. And I know there's a lot of things that a lot of y'all are going through that I don't know. And, I understand that. Nobody knows what you're going through and how you go through it except the people upstairs and you. I just try to help guide y'all along that way to let you know it's not going to always be that way. You might be having a bad experience right now, but it's not a bad life. It could be a lot worse. And I know y'all are going through a lot worse. Trust me, I know there's so many things that I'm dealing with right now, but I'm trying to take it all in stride. I said, this is the thing that's going to strengthen me. A lot of times I got to keep saying that. Even my daughter's like, Mom, you made my soul cry when you said that. I'm like, oh, girl, don't make me cry. I said a lot of times we're put in some intense, situations for you to be able to break new ground, allow yourself to see the power and the strength that you radiate through those hard times. You have to look at the things that you have been through before that you felt like you weren't going to be able to get through, and you end up doing it, but it took time. You allowed yourself to heal. You worked through it. You pushed yourself through it. You don't have time to be sitting around in your sorrow playing victim towards anything. You do not want to give your negative situations power like that. And I know at times it's hard to do that. There's times I've been in that dump before, but I said, when I'm feeling that way, I don't make videos on those days because I don't want to send that vibe out to nobody. Y'all are dealing with enough. I don't need to be sending my trouble vibes towards you. I'm supposed to be that person that lifts somebody up, because so many of us are going through these changes and we feel like we're by ourselves at times. And you're truly not. If you're into that vibe where all you're seeing is the negative stuff that's going on into your life and not even the little progression that you're having, you have to be able to convert your mind over to stuff like that, because that ego and your old self will come whispering in your ear. Darkness. It could be haters that's dealing with you because they see what's coming before you do. That's why people come at you the way they do, because they feel something unique about you and they don't want that to come out. You have to be able to stand your ground at times and say, what it's going to be for me, it will continue to be for me. I'm going to allow myself to work through this. Even though it might be hard, give yourself that chance. You deserve that. You are worthy of anything that is coming to you that is positive. Allow yourself to break through from those old habits and, negative patterns, because that's what you're doing. It's just a lot of times we go through that tug of war with it. Sometimes we can be good one day and it takes one thing to trigger us off to have us fall right back. And you have to be having that good bounce back game. You got to be one of them, them volleyballs or something to point, and just keep going. You have to allow yourself to do that. You have so many things to be grateful for. And a lot of times I have to keep telling myself, start counting your blessings and not the problems and the shortcomings you have in your life, because you have more blessings coming. But you have to understand the magnitude of the things that's about to come forth for you. It means that you're going to really go through it. Because if you absolutely knew, if universe was to sit up here, I said shit, excuse my language, sit up here and allow you to see a snippet of the blessings you're about to get, you'll understand why your time is so hard right now. You've been going through it. You've been going through it. You're going through a transition. If you weren't, you wouldn't be on my, you wouldn't be coming to my channel. I say you've been guided here because you're going through different changes. You want to make sure there are other people going through this too. Since this is getting intense, you probably can't tolerate being around certain energies anymore. There's old things that you used to do you don't even find an interest anymore. Probably things you probably were one of those ones that used to have a circle. They used to gossip about everything, and now it's just like you can't even tolerate that. That anymore. All these things that you're doing, you're changing for the better. So allow yourself to be fair to yourself and open yourself up to things you truly deserve. You do need that in your life. There's a lot of times where we all had like that cloud walking around looking like Eeyore from the Winnie the Pooh, going through all those things. Oh, well, it's always me. You know how Eeyore talks, he's always that Debbie Downer. Anybody named Debbie on here, my bad. But I'm just saying, you going through all these different things in your life, and it's been so lonely, so dark. You've been in dark so much. Now it's just like when the abundance of opportunity is knocking on your door, don't run away from it. because you do deserve that. You really truly do. No matter who is around you that says that you don't worry about what those people say, because they got a problem with themselves if they're trying to sit up here and, you know, interfere in your blessings. But I hope that you are able to resonate with the content of my video. I'm gonna probably make like 2 more videos because gotta go ahead and work out a little bit. It's been raining on and off all day, and rain makes me sleepy and relaxed. So I'm just, making myself do what I need to do. So I would love, let me see, I'm trying to pull out my paper for my shout outs, got all these things written down. I would love to give a post notification shout out to Julie Dorman and Robin Coulter. Much love to you. Welcome to the fam. Um, like I said, just drop me a line. Let me know if you resonate. Um, Give me a thumbs up, share, hit that subscribe button as well as the bell so you know when your girl's about to upload her next video. I hope you have a blessed, safe weekend. Be responsible at everything you do. Know that even if you're going through dark times right now, you know the light, you're heading towards the light at the end of the tunnel. Your blessings are right around the corner. So, keep prayed up, keep thinking positive, and keep working on you while you're getting towards your blessings. And know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved. And knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And I will see you on my next video. Go ahead and send love and light and prosperity as well as positive vibes towards people. You never know, your kind words and your vibes can really take somebody a long way. And I'll see you on my next video. Much love, peace, be well.